Mile High Minute, #1 blog in the universe, man. Today we got the honor to sit down with a very special guest, BG from the Hot Boys. We got a special guest, my boy H Sav, one of the hottest upcoming artists in
Um,
Denver. How's y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh man, I can't complain. Me, man, I'm just cooling. How I be cooling, man. You heard me? I'm fresh off a
yeah,
long night in the studio. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Just woke up, but it's all gravy, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
yeah, man.
appreciate
Fresh off, you know, fresh off celebrating the birthday weekend, as you know. Blessed
you.
to see another year in this
Absolutely,
motherfucker.
man. Happy birthday too,
Sure,
man. You heard
yeah.
me?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Sav.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think your album dropped on my birthday too, right? On the 14th.
March 14th, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
March
yeah.
14th, hell yeah.
That's my birthday, so yeah, it's
Yes,
definitely an
sir.
honor, being on here with you. Shit, I grew up to your music. Me and my little cousins, y'all had us want to be out there thugging. You feel me?
Oh yeah, where you from? Where you from?
Oh, I
Shit,
disconnected.
I'm from Denver.
Yeah, man, I'm back.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's get
All
it.
right.
What's up though, man? Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. So, pretty much, we
Yeah,
just wanted to get into the album. First off, Freedom of Speech just dropped, like Sav said, March 14th.
Yes,
Do you want
sir.
to talk about the creative process behind that project?
Oh man. Listen, man. Like I basically so I dropped a documentary the day before I dropped the album. You know what I'm saying? And if motherfuckers haven't watched it yet, they need to go watch it because it basically, tells the story and give you a lot of insight on how I came up, with the title of the album, right? You know what I'm saying? Because when I came home, I had did an album with Gucci Man when I was in the halfway house, and when I got out of the halfway house, the prosecutors in the court, tried to violate me for doing the album with Gucci Man and for a couple of songs that I had put out, basically, saying that I wasn't, supposed to enter back into self-employment without, the court's permission, right? So they basically was saying that, me being a rapper was basically me being self-employed and then that I had to get permission from them before I did that. You know what I mean? So it. I felt like I've been rapping my whole life, like that's my career, so of course I was gonna come home and get right back in the mix. That's all I used to think about, when I was incarcerated, was coming home and getting back to the music. You know what I'm saying? Just telling my story and just contributing, to the culture, like I've been doing for the last 2 decades, right? You know what I'm saying? So uh 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 then they put a gag order on me, you know what I'm saying, and said they didn't want me doing nothing pertaining to music or nothing pertaining to entertainment that I can make money off of. You know what I mean? So I went through that for like 6 months, and I just felt like that was a violation, you know what I'm saying, of my freedom of speech. You know what I mean? Like, for you to
Right.
basically tell me that I can't rap. You hear me? And then when I went to court and fought it, you know what I'm saying? Like fast forward a little bit, the judge basically ruled in my favor, you know what I'm saying? And because, my lawyers was like it was a First Amendment, issue, and he brought up a lot of cases, and you know what I'm saying, just argued a very good, man. He put on a phenomenal, you know what I'm saying, defense, and just, you know, painted the picture on, how it wasn't right, how it was wrong. And, in my eyes, I feel like, NWA and Two Live Crew fought that fight, you know what I'm saying, like 30 years ago, you know what I'm saying, when the government, was trying to censor them, you know what I'm saying? Because they basically was telling me that they didn't want me rapping about violence, they didn't want me rapping about snitches, they didn't want me rapping about guns, basically trying to turn me into a gospel rapper, you know what I mean? So,
Mm.
I definitely couldn't go for that, but to make a long story short, man, that's what that's what the title of the album come from. Everything that I had to go through to, be able to, just do music again. You know what I'm saying?